When I say bananas, you say peppers. Can you imagine if you were on the phone, I just scream peppers in your ear? I used this as a TikTok prop the other day. You guys, telephones used to be very, very heavy. Also, look at this thing. What am I gonna do with this? I could wire for backup. Hello, backup. Can you hear me? Today, we are finally gonna do a video that I feel like has been 2 or 3 months in the making. It was whenever I did my buying my Amazon stationery wish list haul video that I love doing so much. You guys really seem to enjoy that episode as well, but in that video, I mentioned that I had started seeing sustainable stationery, I guess we would call it, or stationery office supplies made out of recycled materials. I love stuff like that. You guys, for years, I have seen this chair. They take like children's plastic toys and they do little like smush it all up and make chairs. You guys have no idea. If I could buy one of those chairs and sit my happy little butt in it, I would, but unfortunately they only make children's chairs, like literal legitimate teeny tiny children's chairs. I don't think that would work out too well for me despite my desire to try it. But I mentioned like, oh, should I get a bunch of sustainable recycled stationery, office supplies, school supplies, whatever we want to call them, and you guys really seemed excited. So that is finally the video that we are doing today. Real quick before we get started, let's do the community announcements, which thing one, if you are not subscribed already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Become a member of the Banana Peppers squad today. I really appreciate it so much, and it's very important when and if you hit subscribe, if you also hit the notification bell and make sure you have on all notifications for this channel. That way you will never miss when I do a fantastic upload such as today. Last order of business is if you guys would click the first link in the info box, I would appreciate it so much. It will lead you to my latest Graveyard Girl video, and I literally spent 5 weeks filming and working on that video, and so I would appreciate just a little love and support if you just will leave me a comment and say, hey, I'm from Banana Peppers. I don't know. I would just really appreciate it. If not, it's cool, but if so, I really appreciate it. Anyway, on to the haul, which is why I'm sure you guys actually clicked on this video. The reason it took me so long to create this video is actually because of an awesome recommendation from a banana pepper. You guys told me that there is a company that makes bags out of recycled billboards, and they make a ton of different designs. I was checking all the time, waiting to find a bag that had a pattern that I really liked. I feel like I would see one that I would like, and then I was like, oh, what if they're gonna do something cooler? I kept waiting. I was hoping that they were gonna take like somebody's random face and turn like a human face into a bag. I don't know why I like things like that, but I do. Never saw them put somebody's face on anything, so maybe they don't do that. I don't know. But I finally got this one, which is actually a DOP kit. Technically, this is like for traveling, for putting like small toiletries in, but I absolutely loved this like Technicolor pattern on the top, and then on the back it just looks like a random blackberry, and I love blackberries. They make so many cool things. They make backpacks, tote bags. They do actually make pencil cases, which would have been the most logical thing for me to purchase for this haul. The brand is called Rare Form. Inside, see, this is like, so you can hang it up, I think, in your closet. I think I am just gonna put like pens and pencils in it. It has this like really, really big mesh zipper section that I thought would be great. This might sound dumb, but I never really knew what the material that billboards is made out of. It's like kind of a waffle sort of, I don't know. It's very, very cool. Up next is just something I wanted to show you guys. I don't think that this is recycled in any way, but it is such an awesome office supply, and it's so weird. I swear I got this for a different like Graveyard Girl video where I was gonna be like, ugh, testing the weirdest office supplies. So maybe I should still do that video, but look at these scissors, you guys. Like, I feel like my brain just struggles to comprehend what I'm looking at.
Have you ever actually looked at your hand when you were using a pair of scissors? This is not the best we can do, people.
I actually tested these for the first time the other day on TikTok. I was making buttons because that's what I started doing. Like, I'm gonna pick a random Swamp Family member / Banana Pepper that follows me and like leaves me a comment that I really like on TikTok. I started like making buttons with my little homemade button press, but I use this to cut the paper, and I swear, I don't know why this exists because it doesn't make it easier. Like I feel like my brain is like struggling to cut this paper right now. I feel like I get the jagged, most messy cuts of paper that I've ever done since like kindergarten. But it's an interesting concept. On to something new, which is something you guys definitely mentioned to me as well. Paper that is tree-free because it's made out of stone? How? They make all kinds of stone notebooks, not just these like miniature ones. Picto stone paper is made of calcium carbonate, CaCO3, and non-toxic resins. We have like a natural colored one, a blue one, and kind of a red. It's like it's a nice tomato red. Ooh, it has like a scent. Like, you know how normal paper has a paper smell? This smells, but like very different. I'm just over here smelling paper, don't mind me. I'm gonna just tear a sheet out here because it is conveniently perforated. So let's test the durability. This is my durability test. Ah! Okay, now I have to take like a normal piece of paper. That is kind of interesting, is this paper does look like it's more crinkly, but it feels much softer. I'm gonna try and tear it. What? Oh my God. They're not joking about the tear resistant. Look at this, you guys. It's like stretching. Like that's the only way I can describe it. Almost like that sort of, oh, I finally did it. It's almost like if you take a thin piece of plastic like that, it's like it'll stretch but not tear through. Because like, I mean, look, if you do that with like a normal piece of paper, it tears instantly. But if you take this and you go like that, oh, what I'm gonna do next is disgusting. It says that it's like water resistant. I'm gonna just spit a little coffee on it. Hopefully it's coffee resistant. That's disgusting. I'm gonna see what happens now. It just rolled off. Oh my God. Yeah, look at that, you guys. Look at that. I don't know what I'm proving here. Oh, look. I accidentally did a little spittle on this paper unintentionally. So see, like, I feel like the normal paper with water / coffee, you know, it becomes that like dry, crinkly kind of stuff. But this still looks like smooth. It looks good. I'm so impressed with the stone paper. Up next is something that I know has been around for a really long time, but I think they used to just make like one color of this pin, and now they have many colors. Up next are the Pilot B2P color pins, and these are actually made out of bottles, recycled plastic bottles. So I don't know if like every portion of this pin is made out of recycled plastic, like if even the barrel that holds the ink, you know how that's plastic in there. Ooh, they look and feel so cool. Last time I had one of these pins was like literally a million years ago. I'm gonna write on the stone paper. Ew, this is also like the coffee paper. Wait, you guys, this is the coffee paper and it's completely dry now. I could have made an entire video about stone paper. I almost said coffee paper. Now I'm just daydreaming. Oh my God. Okay, I don't remember these bottle pins like having such a cool, smooth write to them. Really pretty ink colors. Now I can tell this is like a very, very wet gel ink. Like I do not think it's gonna be quick drying at all. And yeah, it will make a smudgy mess. So that might be bad if you are somebody who's like a quick writer, or if you're left-handed. Isn't that like something that like some left-handed people don't like about pens, is it's like it'll smudge when you're writing the ink? Yeah, I swatched the purple one first, even though I did all these other swatches after. The purple one was still quite moist. The ink everywhere. I can't believe I just said the word moist. I'm gonna be banished from the kingdom now. Up next is something that I just have to open because I'm trying to understand what they did to this product. I actually did a Does This Thing Really Work with one of these years ago. It's called a rocket book. You guys have to let me know if you watched the original video. You used a special kind of pen. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open it. Yeah, this is so weird. Okay, anyway, the first one I tried was basically basically a reusable notebook, and you could reuse it up to 7 times, and you microwaved it. I loved that thing so much that I actually did end up like filling up the whole notebook front and back. Like I just kept gravitating towards it. So it's something I really, really like. But now supposedly you do not microwave it anymore. You just wipe it with a cloth with water. I don't know how I feel about that. Like it was kind of cooler to me to like microwave it. This thing is honestly really cool in more ways than one, because not only is it reusable, but you can like scan it. You can scan the pages to Google Drive, Dropbox, OneNote, Evernote, iMessage, iCloud, email. You guys will see there's like this code here with all of these different Lucky Charms cereal marshmallow shapes. And then very lightly down here, you can coordinate your notes by specific subject. So for instance, if you were like reading The Rime of the Ancient Mariner all semester, and you wanted to do like all of your notes that pertain to Rime of the Ancient Mariner, you would like fill out this apple symbol, and then you would scan the page like with your phone, and it automatically will group that one symbol subject matter together. I feel like I'm making this very, very complicated. Through getting into Rocketbooks, I learned about friction pens, which I absolutely love these pens. It's like a whole brand. You can get friction gel pens, friction highlighters, friction markers, which those are honestly my favorite. Friction pens always have this little like clear plastic area on the end because you can just erase them. However, people have warned me, you live somewhere hot like I do in Texas, they say like don't take notes using friction pen and then like leave the notebook or whatever in your car because supposedly it'll make all your notes like erase. I'm gonna have to be a little bit critical, I think, of this writing experience. It's not my favorite. I'm gonna see if I can find some of my old like friction markers and highlighters and stuff just so I can test out different things, because maybe it's just this one particular pen. The paper does feel very slick and plasticky. The last Rocketbook I had, it felt like the texture of normal paper, but this is really not giving me a very smooth write at all. Like this would drive me crazy, honestly, because I'm picky about like how my handwriting looks, like especially when I was taking notes for school and stuff. It's giving me like a very, very skippy writing, as you guys can see. It looks like the pen is skipping all over the place, but I don't think it is. I'm just gonna test it on normal paper. Yeah, and see the pen is totally fine. So it's not the pen, it's the paper. I think you also only get like 30 pages, but I guess that's not that big of a deal because they think that you're gonna be like wiping it off all the time. Maybe that's why they changed this product to be like the wipeable, erasable style versus microwaving, because maybe you could use this like a limitless number of times, whereas for whatever reason they said you could only use the microwavable book 7 times. I was able to find 2 of my other types of friction pens. I found some of my little friction markers. Those write the best on this paper in my opinion. It doesn't skip at all. I don't really think like writing in marker necessarily would be the greatest if you're like taking notes for school or something. The other one that I had are these things called friction clickins. And I think that these are a gel ink, whereas the pen that they provide you with is more of a roller ball. So the pro about these friction clickers is you get a smoother, better write. Skips a lot less. It's still not like 100% perfect, but the only con about it is it takes a very long time to dry on this paper. So once again, if you're somebody like you don't really want there to be much of a chance that your ink will smudge, that could kind of be an issue. Now I didn't read, I don't know if it's, oh, that's crazy. I was like just about to say, because it's like cold water. Oh my God. Don't do this with anything you love. I swear I re-looked at the Amazon listing as well, and it was supposed to come with some kind of cloth, but mine just did not come with a cloth, but that is crazy. I didn't know that like just cold water would wipe away friction ink. Wow, that's really cool. Look at that. I feel like you really cannot see any remnants of the ink and the writing whatsoever, which is improved technology, I will be honest, from the Wave, because that was kind of the one weird thing about the Wave is you could still see, if you looked really closely, you could see where you had written things before and it looked clear, but it was like slightly raised on the paper, like almost an embossing or something. Not so much that you wouldn't be able to write over it again and like reuse it, but you know, it didn't look like a completely new clean piece of paper. But this does, look at that. Like there's no remnants. We have very harsh shadows in here right now. But yeah, I don't know. That kind of like changes my opinion about the product. It is pretty cool. Up next, these are called Tree Wise. They're made of 100% recycled paper, but they are scented pencils. I think it has these little grippy things on the end as well. Let's take a sniff of each one. Wow, they're like really, really smelly. Have you guys ever seen these before? I swear I've seen these little like pencil gripper things. They look like, you know, mythological sea creatures. Ooh, that has like a really nice grip to it. This is supposed to smell like banana and it says rub and smell. Okay. Oh my gosh. It smells like that kind of like vintage faux banana sort of scent. It has like a really nice write to it. And also the stone paper seems to be really good with pencil lead as well. This pencil is supposed to smell like strawberry. I feel like it's throwing me off because I think like the pencil grip is gonna coordinate with the scent and I don't think it does. Ooh, I really like the strawberry one. That one's like very smelly. Up next is blueberry and it actually has like the blue stopper on the end. Oh, this is like very different. It almost smells like a lollipop more than like blueberry, like an actual blueberry. I must be allergic. Okay, so this one is melon. This one is like the least scented. The pink one is orange. Oh my God. It's kind of one of the less smelly, but I have to say this is like the classiest scented one too, because the orange doesn't just smell like orange. It kind of smells like bergamot. Isn't that like the fancy orange? I always love perfumes that smell like that. I didn't think we had that much to look at today, and yet I feel like this video has been very long. So we are at our last item. This I just kind of thought was fun because it is reusable, but it's also kind of like an art thing. It's not so much like a, you know, office supply. It is a paper. It looks like a sheet of paper, but it's a Doodle pillowcase. I think I might have to check back in with this item because I think I just read you have to like wash it first before you can use it. And then obviously right now it's a dry, crusty pillowcase. But look at this. It actually comes with so many markers. And I think that this was like a little bit on the less expensive side. Like I think that this would make a really fun like Christmas gift or stocking stuffer. But it comes with all of these washable fabric pins and you get like a thicker tip on one side and a thin tip on the other. I think that they also had a couple of different designs of pillowcase as well. I just personally thought that the sheet of notebook paper was so much fun. So one side looks like a torn sheet of notebook paper and then the other side almost looks like a marquee. Like it kind of reminds me of like a theater marquee. This feels like really high quality fabric as well. I always love like cotton pillowcases. This just really feels like a very comfortable, like high quality pillowcase. Those are all of the items. You guys are gonna have to let me know if you have any of these, if you really want to try them. I should have links to everything in the info box down below. Let me know if you guys would like for me to do another video like this, maybe find some more sustainable, recycled office supply kind of things, or we could do it for other things as well, like clothes or something else. I don't know. Anyway, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions down below, and I will be back again very, very soon. But until I am, stay happy, stay healthy, stay sassy, stay banana peppery. I love you guys so, so much, and I will see y'all again very, very soon. Bye!